Hi, this is Emily Leiphart of Art from the Heart, and I'm so excited to present the second annual Cutest video hop ever. I have over a dozen video artists joining me for this amazing hop, and they all have their kids joining them. The purpose of this hop is to inspire artists to craft with their kids and also inspire young artists to join the paper crafting industry. Of course, I have my son Damien joining me today.
Hi everyone! It's been a while since I appeared on video with my mom, and I'm excited to be here for the cutest video hop ever. This year's video hop is bigger than ever, and we have an amazing lineup of artists, as well as over 30 prizes.
Be sure to visit my blog using the link below for all the details.
We hope you have lots of fun watching us craft with our parents. We really enjoyed creating these projects to share with you. My mom and I had the pleasure of receiving goodies from the new Simon Hurley Create line. We received the full set of his inks. Look at all these wonderful colors.
They really cover the rainbow, and when we played with them, we felt like we had all the colors we needed. There didn't seem to be any colors missing, so we think this is the perfect set of inks for anyone looking to start an ink collection. Plus, with all of the wonderful qualities, you really don't need much more except the basics. We also received several of Simon's new stamp sets. Trampoline Friends was a must-have because of the squirrel, but I'm sure you already knew that since we're crazy about squirrels. This one is especially fun since he's in flight and it's easy to create hilarious scenes with him. The tree and the trampoline make this set extremely versatile.
In fact, I used all 3 of these elements in my card, and I can't wait for you to see it.
This next set is called Space Training, and it has big letters that you can use as a word scramble to spell out various sentiments. There are tons of secondary sentiments that you can use with the big letters or on their own. My favorite images in this set are the boy and the 3 animals. The third set is called Bestest Friends, and it's perfect for creating party scenes. I love the 2 big bears that can hold the little boy and girl, as well as all the fun food.
Why is so funny? I love the 2 big bears that can hold the little boy and girl, as well as the fun food items, like coffee, cake, and a plant. How's that funny?
Your turn.
We also received this rubber cling background called Splinter. While we didn't use this in the video today, we'll be featuring it later, so stay tuned.
I'm going first, and I'll be using Space Training for my card. I'm stamping 4 images with archival jet black ink on watercolor cardstock in my Misty stamping tool. I ink up the stamps a couple of times and start watercoloring. These inks react beautifully with water, so they're perfect for watercoloring, my favorite coloring medium. I smoosh the ink pads on my craft sheet and add color with a wet brush. For the kitty, I use
Grrr
for the inside of the ears, snout, and bib. Then I use a combination of Over the Moon, Slippery When Wet, and Traffic Cone for the fur. For the boy, I use
Wolf
for his hair, Overzealous and Later Gator for his sweater, Tattered Rose Distress Ink for his skin, and Bee Sting for his cheeks. I use
Grrr
and
Wolf
to color the bear and dog. Then I finish with Clear Skies and Remember Me on the collar. After fully drying the images with my heat tool, I cut them out. At first, I wasn't sure if I wanted to leave larger bases, but I ended up trimming them right up to the colored edges. I decided I wanted to use the moon and combine 2 sentiments to read, I love you to the moon and back. I'm going to stamp these with Versamark ink and heat emboss with white embossing powder. It's white on white, so it's a bit hard to see on camera right now, but this is what it looks like. Now I'll repeat this process with the moon. I quickly shade in the moon with Bee Sting, Traffic Cone, Slippery When Wet, and
Wolf.
After the image has dried, I stamp and cut out a mask for the moon before sponging the background. I use Clear Skies, Remember Me, and Triple Berry to sponge the sky. Then I use Overzealous and Later Gator for the bottom of the card. The words start to reveal themselves the more color I add. I sponge in a bit of
Wolf
to make it ever so slightly darker at the base of the card. I use tweezers to remove the mask, and my background is done. Now it's time to adhere the panel to the card base and images to the panel. I attach the dog, bear, and boy with glue dots and pop up the cat with foam tape. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It's a bright and cheery card, perfect for a spring day. I'm especially thrilled that I managed to use all 12 ink colors on this card. Now it's time for Damien to share his card with you.
Hi everyone! I've laid out my card and created masks for the bird and 3 squirrels. Ever since I saw the Trampoline Friends set, I knew I wanted to create a huge vacuum that would suck the squirrels out of the tree. I thought it'd be really funny. especially with the freaked out expression from the bird to contrast with the relaxed and happy-go-lucky squirrels. When I watched my mom fussy cut out the images on her card, I knew I didn't want to do that, so that's why I wanted to mask everything to make a one-layer card. The first thing I'm going to do is stamp the image that is The first thing I'm going to do is stamp the images that will be masked, which are the 3 squirrels and the bird. I use the mask to place my stamp and then stamp each squirrel one by one. My mom is helping me fiddle around with all the pieces in the Misty because it's a lot to think about and it can be really confusing, but it's a really cool technique to learn. After stamping and covering the squirrels with their masks, I stamp the bird and place its mask. Now I can stamp the tree, and I'm going to do this with grrr. I have to ink up the tree image a few times because it's a large image and I need to make sure the entire image is stamped nicely, especially around the masks. There are lots of leaf details that I want to show up, especially around the squirrels. Next, I stamp the trampoline, which I'm going to transform into a big, huge vacuum. I was going to try the rock and roll technique on the edge of the stamp to add darker blue to the image, but the image is too big and the ink just got all over the Misty. I'm going to shade in the trampoline by watercoloring instead. First, I need to remove the masks. The tweezers weren't easy to use. I needed to make sure I didn't poke holes in the cardstock because the watercoloring would probably pool in that area. Now I'm going to start watercoloring with Remember Me and Triple Berry on the trampoline to convert it into a large vacuum tune. Then I use Grrr, Overzealous, and later Gator for the tree, Woof for the squirrels, and Over the Moon and Slippery When Wet for the bird. Now I'm going to stamp the sentiment from Bestest Friends that reads, I'm here for you. I place it in the Misty so I can stamp it a second time if I don't stamp it solidly the first. After adhering the panel to the card base, my card is done. Here's a closer look. I just love my cute scene and the way it turned out. Thanks so much for creating such cute stamps, Simon. Thank you so much to our very generous sponsors. There are over 30 amazing prizes for this video hop.
Our sponsors include Ranger Ink, Catherine Pooler Designs, Jennifer McGuire Ink, Simon Says Stamp, Avery L, Studio Katia, Winnie and Walter, Pretty Pink Posh, Ellen Hudson, Hero Arts, My Favorite Things, Newton's Nook Designs, Paper Smooches, The Stamp Market, and Waffle Flower. Be sure to visit my blog for the full list of sponsors, prize details, and deadlines for commenting to win. That link is also below, just before the supply list.
Now we're sending you over to Simon Hurley's YouTube channel. He is so talented and makes amazing cards.
When I watched Simon's video, I had a big smile on my face and my cheeks hurt afterwards. He crafts with his mom and she's so adorable. I can't wait for you to see his video. It's sure to be one of his most watched videos of all time. Click on the link below and enjoy.
Thanks so much for watching.